try not to ever really say where I am the most because since all my addresses are on the internet, people tend to show up uninvited. Like, you know, dudes that think we have an imaginary marriage.
You mentioned that you keep wound dressing with you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of stalkers show up to the house armed. So we have to think that way. One song on the album called Soon You'll Get Better that I can't even really hear, I can't even listen to.
She won't talk specifically about her inspiration, but it comes at a time when her mother, Andrea, who was battling cancer, suffered a relapse.
It's really interesting because I don't think I have written a song quite like that before. And it's just sort of like, it's just a tough one.
I can imagine, but I can also tell you, having listened to it, that it's universal.
It's just not something that we deal with until we have to, until we see it, until we experience it, until someone close to us is going through something like that. And so writing about it was really emotional, and I'm just gonna stop talking about it now.
What is the craziest thing that a boy has ever done to get your attention?
Nobody does anything crazy to get my attention. I don't know. As far as guys,
They
I
don't
can't
work hard
remember.
enough, do they?
Like,
They really don't.
I don't know. I can't remember, so I guess, you know, I guess there hasn't been anything.
Kind of made
Which
too
is
much.
good, so it's like easier. The bar's set really low for anyone who I date in the future to come in and be like a great guy. I'll be like, how, you exist? This is crazy.
This week was the American election, and we have 2 Americans here.
Yeah.
And you've been very secretive about how you vote, what you're voting for.
Well, I mean, I just figure I'm a 22-year-old singer, and, you know, I don't know if people really want to hear my political views. I think they just kind of want to hear me sing songs about breakups and feelings.
Most days I'm like, okay, but then sometimes I'm just like, it just gets loud sometimes.
Supposed to ring,
But I don't want to. I don't want to.
Okay, all right.
It makes me feel so bad about myself. Every time I come up here, you put like a different dude up there on the screen. There's never been 2 guys on the screen 2 visits in a row. It's sad.
You know, it's interesting that in your songs, you're still the outsider. With all the success.
Yeah, my mom talks to me a lot about that because I think you kind of get set in how you feel when you're in school. Like, I could be sitting in the front row at an award show and I still don't feel like a cool kid. Like,
To this day. And
Like
you are the
ever.
cool kid now.
Can you do anything? You use the word normal, so I'll use it. Can you do anything like a normal person? Can you go out for a coffee? Can you go shopping? Or is everything an event with tons of paparazzi following you?
anything outside my house or my apartment doesn't ever really feel normal. I try so hard to make it normal because I don't engage, like if I'm being followed by a camera crew and all these paparazzi, they know that I don't want to have a conversation. And in New York, they're very respectful of that. Like, they just take their pictures and they say thank you and they leave. I don't want to make it into a press conference. My friends wouldn't want that either. But in my apartment, in my house, we can bake, we can make dinner, we can dance, we can do whatever we want. It's just that it's just a fact that when I'm outside the doors of my apartment, people are watching me, and that's the life that I chose.
And you're okay with it?
I have days where I am, days where I'm not. You know, like, I don't think anyone has a solid stance on any way that they feel. Like, it's like saying, are you happy every day? You know, I mean, sometimes it feels absolutely stifling and overwhelming, to be honest with you.
And does your boyfriend like the way it smells?
I don't have one. I keep telling you that. I don't have, like, even kind of a boyfriend.
Not even kind?
I don't have someone that I'm texting that's a guy that might someday be my boyfriend. There's, like, nothing going on right now.
That's pathetic.
Yeah. Just like...
You're busy.
Yeah, well,
You're
yeah,
very, very
of
busy.
course.
Is your life at all normal?
No,
No.
not at all.
What's the most abnormal?
The most abnormal thing about my life is having sort of crowds form everywhere you go. And just everywhere. So that starts happening, and then you have to take security everywhere you go. All of a sudden, you realize that you have not been alone, truly, for 5 years.